what is up, PokeMoshPit WeedleTwineedle here, and today we've got a 4th gen standard battle, and this one's against a guy off the TPX that I do not know his name, so if you felt like checking out a channel this time, other than mine, then you're out of luck. But that's not the point, let's just dive right in this match. So I'm going to leave my Dragonite, and he's going to lead with his Machamp. And right off the back, I knew a Draco Meter wouldn't kill, and I knew the Ice Punch would OHKO me, so I'm going to bring in my Scizor, take the Ice Punch, and I know I need prior damage to take on this Machamp, since this Machamp will be a big threat. So I'm going to go for the U-turn just to get some prior damage, since I know the U-turn will be enough prior damage to take that thing down with Draco. So I'm going to put the Dynamic Punch and bring in my Rotom, and if you didn't know Rotom is part Ghost in this gen, so yeah, now you know if you started playing competitive in 5th gen, or first or Rotom in 5th gen, I don't know, but now you know it's Ghost if you didn't know. So I'm going to bring in my Dragonite, predicting the payback, and I just go for the payback, so it's whatever. And now, I predict this question to a Steel type and go for the Earthquake, and I just nailed that Heat Ran with an Earthquake, and the feeling in my stomach when I just OHKO'd that Heat Ran was just amazing. I felt so proud of myself, since, I don't know, I'm not normally the guy that predicts like that, but you know what, I just OHKO'd that Heat Ran for free, and he told me he was Spectran after the match, so I'm like, oh, that would have been a big threat, so glad I took that thing down, since Spectran in, OU is really overpowered, or Spectran is just overpowered itself, so I predict the Ice Charge and bring in my Scizor, but he goes straight for the Earthquake, probably predicting that, and wow, I don't take that very well at all, because it's Scizor, and a Mamoswine has a lot of attack stats, has a lot of attacks, that makes sense. He has a lot of attack, and Stab Earthquake with Life Orb doesn't feel very nice. And he just kills me with the Ice Shard, knowing I will just Bullet Punch just to kill it, but you know what, he killed me with the Ice Shard first, so it's whatever. So I bring Vaporeon, and he switches out and brings in his Gyarados, and I predicted a switch into anything mainly because I knew he'd switch out, so I'm going to double switch out, and then going to bring in my Rotom. And double switch out into a Gyarados, and he's like, oh my god, I double switched into a Rotom, so he has to switch out and bring in his Bronzong, and I predicted the switch into Mamoswine here, but Bronzong works too, hit that with the Shadow Ball, and it takes it really well, because Bronzong's a defensive monster, so yeah. Now I'm going to predict the Rocks and bring in my Heatran, and he's going to go for the Stealth Rocks, and I'm like, okay, I know I can take anything this thing has to throw at me, since I have a Shock Berry, and I can take the Earthquake, so I'm going to lay up my Rocks, knowing it's a safe time to do that, and it's a good time, both meaning the same thing. And he's going to go for the Earthquake, which he has, and I'm going to survive with my Shock Berry. I was actually would have survived it without the Shock Berry anyway, so that's kind of whatever, if you really care. But, yeah, I take it, and I'm going to go for the Fire Blast and miss, and he's going to kill me with the Earthquake. But you know what, hacks happens. If I really didn't want to miss, I would have run Flamethrower, but the power really matters, and Fire Blast isn't the thing you missed every single day, so just, hacks, it's whatever, I gotta deal with it sometimes, and yeah, I dealt with it, and it kind of hurt me. So, Bronzong's still at full health, being a bitch, so I had to bring in my second best, and I'm gonna take it down my Rotom. Since Scizor's dead, I could have U-turned out, then done it, but, here I predict him to predict me, to predict to switch into Gyarados, and so I go for the Overheat, and, yeah, he stays in. Well, I'm not sure if he really did that, or just stayed in just for the hell of it, but you know what, that's what I thought, and my prediction worked, so you know what, whatever. So I take the Gyro Ball relatively well, since, I resist it, and all that jazz, so, whatever. So here I'm going to predict the switch into Gyarados, knowing that he'll be able to get Dragon Dances up for free, now I'm at -2, and Overheat's on stab as well, so, whatever. And he goes to the Gyro Ball, and I take it, and, because it's Gyro Ball, and it's a Vaporeon, and Vaporeon's just a defensive beast. So, I go for these, I go for the Wish. Here, I didn't want him to explode my Vaporeon, I knew he'd go for Predict My Protect first, so I go for Wish. And here, I knew he's gonna Predict My Protect, so he's probably gonna double switch into something, or not go for the Explosion. Either way, it's a good opportunity to bring in my Rotom, because, it's another Choice Scarf guy, and it's always good to bring on your Choice Scarfer on a double down, and in this case, I don't know, we both switched, so I don't know if that has anything related to that, but I bring in Rotom, and I get the Wish HP back, so I'll be brought back to near full health, and he brings in Gyarados again, and wow. So 2 double switches into Rotom, he must be facepalming right now. So I see the leftovers, and I'm thinking he's a bulky Gyarados. And I predict the switch again, and go for the Shadow Ball as he brings in Bronzong, and I'm just predicting all over my opponent's butt, so, whatever. Shadow Ball him, and It doesn't take him out because it's a Bronzong, and I know another Shadow Ball will, so I'm just going to go for it and hit him with the Shadow Ball and take him down. So down goes the Bronzong, and that's good since Bronzong's just an annoying bitch. Well, in my opinion, all walls are annoying bitches, so I think freaking Happini is annoying. I don't know. Whatever. So here I'm going to predict him to predict my switch and go for the Dynamic Punch. So just him with the Shadow Ball. And he does go for the Dynamic Punch, and I'm like, oh shit, I predicted. And he's going to go for the Bullet Punch for last resort damage, and I kill him off with the Shadow Ball. So down goes the Machamp, and that's good since, you know, Machamp's just an annoying piece of crap. And yeah, I should talk like that. No. Why was I talking like that? I don't know. But now he's going to bring in Gyarados. I don't know why. He must want damage off on me or something. I don't know. But I'm like, he has some rock damage. The best thing he could do is hit me with a Waterfall or set up a Dragon Dance, and if he sets up a Dragon Dance, I just get another free kill, so I'm pretty sure he just wants to kill me and be safe. So he goes through the Waterfall, and I know I can take that since I'm at full health now, and Rotom just has natural bulk, and I do take it, and I can tell by leftovers he's not max attack, you know, offensive Gyarados, offensive DD, he's defensive DD, so I'm gonna hit him with another Shadow Ball and kill off the Gyarados, and down goes the Gyarados, and that's good, so, you know, whatever. And now he's going to bring in his Mamoswine, and as much as I want to stay in his Death Fodder, I'm thinking his last is probably something that doesn't appreciate Rotom, so he wants to get rid of it now, since he hasn't shown it to me. And I haven't seen a Grass type either, so I might want to get rid of all my Fire and a Bug hitter, so I'm thinking it's a Grass type, so I might want to keep Rotom for later, so I just bring a Vaporeon. Also, knowing it's a good, you know, check to, you know, counter, in fact, to Mamoswine. And just to see what his last was, I go for the Roar, as I roar him into Celebi, and so I do need my Rotom for later, and I'm very happy I saved it. So, now I'm going to roar him out back into Mamoswine. We just switched to Celebi, but I've roared him out into Mamoswine, so, you know, I get rocks on both of them, so that's good. Not that it matters on Mamoswine, because I'll just kill him with Surf. So, he's going to go for the Earthquake, and I know I could take it since I'm max defense, max HP Vaporeon, I believe, or something in those lines, bold. And I take it, and I'm going to kill him off with the Surf, and down goes the Mamoswine. So now I know I can bring in Rotom safely, but, you know, Celebi's a bulky-ass motherfucker, and I need to scout its set. So I want to Death Fodder Vaporeon. I'm getting ahead of myself, sorry. Oh my god. So now he's going to bring in Celebi, and I want to scout what his set is, because it could be a Nasty Plot set, it could be a Calm Mind set, it could be a Tinkerbell set, it could just be a Bulky set, it could just be a Sub-Seeking set, it could be anything. So I just Death Fodder Vaporeon, knowing it's not important to fight Celebi. And he takes Life Orb, so I'm like, alright, he's offensive one, I'm guessing. So I bring in my whatchamacallit thing, Roserade, sorry, and he goes for a Nasty Plot, and I'm like, oh, okay, you're a Nasty Plot set. I'm not afraid, all I really want is some Life Orb damage on it, because I don't think Shadow Ball will OHKO. Here I get occur with HP Ground, which doesn't matter because, you know, it's HP Ground, and I thought it was HP Fire, but, you know, whatever, everyone missabs, I guess. So, he's gonna, oh my god, sorry, I'm gonna bring in Dragonite, and he's gonna be able to kill me off with the HP Fire. So, yeah, just lose Dragonite, which was Death Fodder anyway, so, you know, down goes Dragonite. And, yeah, so, whatever. And, here I'm gonna bring in Rotom, knowing that he's offensive, and I know there's no way in hell I can take a Shadow Ball. So, yeah, I just go for the Shadow Ball, and I'm going to kill off the Celebi, and that is going to be a good game. So, yeah, that was a great game. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out my channel, link in the description, and don't forget to leave a like/dislike, like if you enjoy it, and dislike if you don't like it, and leave a comment to tell me why. And, yeah, I'll check you all later, you know, if you decide to check out my channel, of course, yeah. So, I'll see ya. Peace.